doing my thing, doing what I got to do to make my money, whatever. And last time I checked, we were fucking outlaws. This is Jeremy, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Jeremy.
How you doing, brother?
What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Things are pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I'm interested in hearing your story today.
Yeah, pretty much my background is I've been around the MC world about 28 years around outlaws, bikers, clubs, different, people. I can tell you this much, it ain't the same as it used to be.
Changing fast, right?
Oh, they done changed so fast that they can't even get a hold on it. I was taught a certain way when I was young from some good friends of mine that are older than me, but they taught me the right way. It's not the same no more. I grew up in Vegas, and then I moved to Texas in my mid 30s. So and I never really joined a club or anything. I was just around a lot of guys, associates. They would say a lot of fun times with a good friend of mine, Charles Goldsmith.
Shout out to
outstanding man. Taught me how a lot of things about being a man. He's taught me a lot in my life.
Were you hanging out with him back when he was in Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas. He took me everywhere. We'd go to Frisco. We'd go to parties. Any place he went, he would take me with him, and it was badass. Saw a lot of things, and he explained a lot of things to me. It definitely ain't the same as it was back when we were 25 years ago.
When you were running around with Pee Wee, have you had any crazy experiences with you guys?
Oh shit, we had all kinds of crazy shit going on, especially in Vegas. Back then you could really pretty much do what you wanted. Nobody really say a whole lot to you. But technology changed and all that nonsense. But yeah, no, a lot of good people I met. But then you started seeing the rat fucks, the ones that you couldn't trust anymore, the ones that were out for themselves. Stab a brother in the back just to get a couple of dollars. It's nuts. I've never in my life ever seen a group of men that you would stand next to them until you find out what they really are about.
And people out there glorifying these rats nowadays.
Yeah, I don't even understand it. Pretty much on my history. When I came to Texas, Pee Wee was locked up, and then he got out, which is a blessing because he's a great man. When I came to Texas, I still wrote independent. It wasn't about groups or following people, and I ran into a couple of guys that had a little like mom and pop club, and I go to those cats. We rode all over the place. Rode to Sturgis, rode to States. Had a good time on the bikes. They finally, after about 2 years, convinced me to be a part of their club. So I joined up with them, and it was real cool, no problems. And then the Bandidos came to us and wanted us to go over become a support club to them. Yeah. So it went back and forth for shit, I don't know, probably a year, back and forth. And we finally decided to do it. 5 of us made the move, had to prospect, had to do all the bullshit, jumped through the fucking hoops, got our own chapter. And we were support for 5 years. We went, pretty much, we were what support was. If they went, we went. Funerals, runs, chicken plates, whatever the fuck it was, benefit for kids, whatever. We went. Well, after the Mongols decided to come in and some rat fucks from down here in Texas that were Bandidos jumped over and went Mongol and opened a chapter, which I never understood. They took us and made us switch over to Bandido, actual full patch. So then from there, I was a Bandido for a little over 3.5 years.
Wait, so you go from being in a regular club, was it a 1% club, the first one?
No, just a mom and pop. It was a 3-patch. It was a 3-patch club, but it was just a mom and pop, Diamond 13.
So then they wanted you to transfer over, like...
Yeah, to switch our colors to be support, to be basically the support club down here in South Texas.
But you had to prospect for that.
Oh, yeah.
What was that like?
I prospected 3 times in my life.
For this club or for different?
Yeah, for this club.
And how was it?
It was fucking tough, brother. It was a tough run. You're talking, you're pretty much beck and call for the club 24/7. You still got to support your family. You still got to work your job. Pretty much, you're pretty much at the beck and call for the club. So before your family, before your job, before anything, and some of these guys didn't give 2 shits. They thought that, being a prospect, you want to treat you like you're a piece of shit. Well, I stood my ground. I didn't give a fuck. You want to mud check me? Mud check me. I stand on my own 2 feet. I give 2 shits, but you're not gonna treat me like I'm a piece of shit. You know, I'm a man. I'll do what I need to do as far as to get through my process. But at the same time, you're not gonna treat me like a bitch. It ain't
Yeah,
gonna happen.
some of the clubs really disrespect their prospects, and why would
Extremely.
you? Yeah, why would you do that to a brother?
Well,
Right?
that's what I kind of told him. I said, so you want me to be your brother? So when I get my patch, you want me to, stand next to you and say, no, no. I said, no. When I get my patch, we're gonna both take our cut off, hand it to our president. I'm gonna mop your ass. That's what's gonna happen. I said, I don't know what to tell you, but that's exactly the way this is gonna go down. And I always told prospects, even from other cities, when I'd see them, I'd pull them off to the side. We'd be at runs. These guys have been up for 15, 16 hours. It's hotter than hell, and they want to still have them running around. I'd pull them off the side and set them down. Hey, get you a sandwich, get you a water. Hey, let's sit here and talk for a little while. And this might come over. Hey, I need that prospect. Yeah, so do I. Last time I checked, we wear the same patch, brother. I said, so when I'm done with him, then you can have him. But right now, he's on my time. And all these prospects would tell me afterwards, hey, brother, I really appreciate it. Dude, you're gonna be my brother. I'm not gonna treat you like a piece of shit. I'm gonna take care of you. I said, I want you to be my brother. If I want to treat you like a piece of shit, I'm gonna run you down the road. You're not gonna get your patch. I said, to me, it's real simple. Catch you up on the stories. I ran, doing my thing, do what I gotta do to make my money, whatever. And last time I checked, we were fucking outlaws. So I caught a case. And it was a personal case. It was on me. I had nothing to do with the club. Club knew about it. I followed my bylaws like I was supposed to. Checked in after I got out. Checked in with my paperwork. Did all my shit I had to do so everybody knew, hey, this is what's going on with me. About a month went by, and all of a sudden, Nomads showed up, and they said because of the case I had going that it may affect the club, that they were going to take my patch and hold it on hiatus until my case was over. And I said, yeah, I'm not down with that. I know I didn't do nothing to lose my patch. It had nothing to do with it. We're outlaws. Whether we break the law, that's what we do. I know what to tell you. And so it went back and forth and back and forth. And so they ended up, my president of my chapter, they took my patch. And the next day, put me out in bad. And I went, what? What am I out in bad for? I didn't do nothing. This has nothing to do with the club. This is a personal deal that I'm on a case on. I said, so whatever. So so it went back and forth, and I still went to court, did all my shit, turned my paperwork into the nationals. Every time I went to court, I sent all my shit in, So everybody couldn't say, hey, he's a rat, he's this. Nah, here's all my documentation from court. You can go right on the website and look it up in the court when I went to court, what happened in court, everything. So it took about a year and a half, and they finally got my case over with and figured out it was, half of it was fucking bullshit. And I know what they were doing. They were trying to fucking build a case on the club and hoping
Yeah.
I'd roll, hope I'd say something. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not built that way. Pound that up your ass. So all of a sudden my case is over. And in the meantime, this whole year and a half that's went by, nobody's came and checked on my family. Nobody came, hey, is everything okay? Hey, what's going on? Nah, nothing. No help. Had to pay my own lawyers, my own bond, everything. It gets all over with, and a couple brothers come to me and they go, hey, let's go to the nationals and we'll go in front of and hold court and get all your stuff back and get you reinstated. I said, no, I don't want that, brother. They go, why? I said, let me explain something to you. If you're not there for me when I needed you, why would I come stand next to you now? I said, you guys all left my family on the sidelines. You all left me on the sidelines. But now that because there's not a case or there's no heat you guys don't think we don't have heat? We always have heat. We wear a patch. I said, it doesn't matter what the case is, doesn't matter what the opening is. If you have that patch on, you have heat. Be it federal, be it state, it doesn't matter. You have heat. I said, so at the end of the day, if you're going to be a punk and treat me like that, well, I'm not going to be a fucking punk and bend over and let you do it to me. I said, so anytime you guys want to show up here and you guys got a problem with me, you know where I fucking live. Bring your ass. Just make sure you come strong because you're going to need it. And after that, hardly anybody ever talks to me anymore. I know I see them around. They don't say shit to me. I don't give a shit. Because to me, all they showed me was their true colors, that it was nothing but a bunch of fucking bullshit. They want to wear a patch to be somebody. Well, if that patch makes you a man, then that patch don't mean shit.
What kind of things have you dealt with wearing the patch?
Oh, shit. Well, I've pretty much when you have the patch on, we get pulled over all the time. Feds, DEA, fucking down here in South Texas by the border, you get pulled over by fucking Border Patrol nonstop. All the local PD, they all pull us over every time. Every time we're in a bar, it's automatically our fault. And you get up with all kinds of heat. And that's why I try to tell them, says, you guys are worried about heat, then take that fucking patch off. Once you put that 1%er on, you got heat. You're in the book. It doesn't matter. Like right now, I told them, I said, I could be out of the club. You guys took my patch, and they could still bring me up on a charge from 5 years ago. I said, what's that patch? It has nothing to do with that. I don't have it on now. I had it on then. I'm still going to be in that same boat. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
you weren't out doing dirt with the patch on, though,
no,
right?
no, no. When I got my charges, I was in a cage. I wasn't even on my bike. I was in the cage, and I got pulled over and don't get me wrong. I'll go ahead and say it. Somebody in the fucking club was a rat and ratted on me. That's how how I got hit, and it got proved, and they got thrown out of the club for it. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm telling them. I says, well, at the end of the day, you guys fucking took a good member out to find out that it was another rat that you had standing next to you for the other fucking year. I said, so how much info did he give for that year that then you finally found out that he rolled on me?
Was it in your paperwork that
Oh
he
yeah,
cooperated?
oh yeah, all of it was in the paperwork. They had to, because I didn't take a deal. Told them, fuck you, give me a jury. So it was in the discovery. They had no choice. That's why they kept pushing, wanting to, hey, we're going to up the charges. We're going to give you more time. I don't give a shit what you're going to do. My lawyer says, no, we're fighting it. So, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Get the jury ready. And then when we
Wow.
finally went in front of the jury and everything else, they all of a sudden, the fucking judge is looking at the paperwork and it's all fucked up and nothing's right. And it's all, and I'm going, hey, dude, that's your problem. I said, but you can look me up on the internet, on Arkansas's website, because that's where it was at. It was Arkansas. And you can pull it up, and I want to tell you, I was in court at least 23 times before it was finally thrown out. And it's all
Wow.
listed, dates, times. He doesn't want, defendant says nope. Defendant says no deal. Defendant says no deal. Jury trial.
You're going for like what, 3 years
Yeah.
going to court?
Yep.
Wow, that's a long time.
Long time. You know, and that's what I told him. I said, but all my stuff, I mean, you don't have to get the paperwork from me. You can log right into their website, and it pulls right up, and you can see case numbers, everything that happened, every date, everything. And I'm going, dude.
What was the reason for putting you out bad?
Because they said because I had such a case going on that it was putting too much heat on the club, that they put me in hiatus, and then afterwards they said you were just out because the person that put me out in bad is the one that was a rat bastard. Yeah.
And did he have a position?
Yes, he did. It's crazy, right? And then you come to find out, then the national president got thrown out, because another one had some shady ass backwards deal that nobody wanted to talk about. It got rid of the president, the national president, but don't tell the members. Come on, it just doesn't fit,
Oh, they didn't tell you guys when the national president got took out?
Nope, not why. Just that he was gone. Now there's a new one, but never came out why what happened. It's crazy how everything gets swept under the rug because they're so worried about somebody else finding out something they did, some other bullshit. So just being straight up and tell the truth. Hey, brother, I fucked up. How do I fix it? Be a man. Come to that brother and say, hey, this is what happened. But like for me, I was always taught, and I was taught from Pee Wee. If you show up somewhere, I'll use a prime example. I know Pee Wee's ex-wife like she was my mom. Every day I was at Pee Wee's house, and you can ask Pee Wee the same question, he'll tell you. And I would go there and I'd be with Pee Wee, we'd leave, we'd go eat, we'd have barbecues, everything. I knew, hands down, me and his wife was like my mother. If Pee Wee wasn't home when I got there, I sat out on the curb and waited until he got home because that's his house. That's his castle.
Yeah, it's a respect thing.
Exactly. You don't go in there and sit on your brother's sofa with his old lady and hope that somebody doesn't say something later on. That's not the way it works. Even when I got into the club, I'd go somewhere and they go, oh, Jeremy, just come inside, but it's no big deal. It's hot outside. Hey, just let my brother know that I'm gonna be at the gas station up the street getting a soda. When he gets home, just let me know and I'll go right back over. Oh, you can come inside. No, I can't. I'm not built that way. It's just I don't understand it. But yeah, you catch these brothers over at the fucking brother's house and just chilling, and all of a sudden they're at the bar and there's old ladies with them. I'm going, what the f? That shit don't fly for me. And I don't care if it's just some side piece of ass. That didn't fly for me either. Once you're with a brother, that's his. It's there's plenty of women out there. You don't need to have all these other problems, but these guys, it's changed, brother. It ain't like that no more. These guys are fucking cheating on each other with other old ladies, stealing each other's businesses. I couldn't tell you how many times that's happened. Brother gets locked up for something, or he thinks you're helping him out. Next thing you know, you done took this brother's business, took this brother's money. I'm going, dude, come on. It doesn't happen that way. Just like your brothers get locked up and they do 5-10 years and get out. The brothers done sold their motorcycles, sold their fucking rings or their belt buckles or whatever they had that was club stuff. They done took all that stuff they were supposed to hold for them, and it's all gotten sold.